Too many chains, I hope I don't choke. Too many plugs, I ordered a load. Too many.
I heard you talking about your Celtics, right? So
Yeah.
we saw the moves the Celtics made. We obviously saw the moves the Bucks made, adding Dame. Most people, no disrespect to any of the other teams, most people probably got those as the top two teams right now in the East. So if we had a little preview for Eastern Conference Finals, tell me why you got the Celtics. I know you got the Celtics, so tell me why you got the Celtics over the Bucks in that matchup.
I just think it's a kind of a bad matchup for the Bucks. You know, when you look at how the Bucks are constructed, you know, Dame is obviously a big piece in Antetokounmpo. But when I look at their perimeter, I mean, I'm looking like who gonna guard the Jays out there? You know, they need some athletic wings out there because, you know, Jaylen Brown is tall, athletic with Jayson Tatum. And I'm seeing how Jimmy Butler did Milwaukee last year when they had Drew Holiday. Now, we got a better chance at guarding them at the guards with our defensive guards with Drew Holiday and White. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure they can guard who can match up with Jayson Tatum. They don't have a matchup for him. You know, and nobody can really match up with Giannis, but we got players that we can throw at him. Al Horford has been able to slow him down. You know, Porzingis ain't no slouch on defense. And so when I look at from top to bottom, when you look at the series, look at it like this. Okay, if you put all these two teams together, the Milwaukee Bucks and Boston, and you'll say, okay, who's the best player out of all those players? Giannis Antetokounmpo, let's say that. Who's the second best player? Jayson Tatum. Now you're like, all right, the third best player, you're probably going to say Dame Dollar. So Milwaukee Bucks got two of the top three players in that series. Now let's go down after that. Who's number 4? What, Jaylen Brown? Okay, who's number 5?
KP.
Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah, Drew Holiday. I was saying Kristaps, but Drew Holiday, yeah.
KP. You know what I'm saying? Who's number 6? Maybe Drew Holiday or KP.
Yeah.
So like now you saying out of them 6 players, who got more of the better players? Boston. So now you saying that's 4 out of 6. We got 4 out of 6 top players in that series. Then you probably go Middleton around there, maybe. And so when I look at it like that, if you got more of the better players, you got a better chance at winning.
But what's your thoughts on the depth though for Milwaukee? Because I mean, they got Bobby Portis coming off the bench. They still got Lopez back there anchoring.
Yeah, that's it. They just like us. Our depth is not that either.
Nah,
you know,
right.
is the key. You know, Al Horford is going to be our 6th man, and so, you know, hopefully we can get some step up from Peyton Pritchard. You know, but if you got what's my man? Who my man? Milwaukee. I forgot his name. 2 guard at Milwaukee starting.
You talking about Beasley?
No.
Connaughton?
No, he come. Connaughton. He got to match up with who?
He got to guard Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, probably.
See what I'm saying?
They got Jay Crowder too, though. They got Jay Crowder.
See what I'm saying?
I like it.
But yo, I'm just okay. So I respect that. I think the Celtics and the Bucks. I think that's going 7. No matter what.
I think it could be a 7-game series, especially if they got Dame the way Dame was.
Yeah, that's Dame. First of all, like I feel
Dame was on timing last night.
Milwaukee they've been missing a closer. That's kind of like been their thing, just closing games, and now they got Dame, bro. So I just don't.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough right there. You got Dame closing games.
Definitely. So I look at Milwaukee as up here. You know, them and the Celtics is up here, but then everybody else is 2 tiers below. And this ain't a different. You know, Miami, you know, who knows what's going to happen with Miami. They lost some key pieces. I mean, you look at Strauss, what he did for Cleveland the other night. He went for 30, 28, and they lost that. Gabe Vincent, they lost that. So I think everybody else is 2 tiers below the Celtics in Milwaukee.
What you think, speaking of the East right now, where you think we'll see James Harden end up?
Man, bro, we might end up seeing James Harden in China, bro. I don't know what's going on. I think his relationship in Philly is over with. I don't even see a possible scenario to where they let him back in because, like me as a player, if I'm in Embiid or anybody in that locker room and I'm seeing what's going on, like bro ain't showing up for practice and then he pull up and like I'm gonna jump on the plane and come hoop with y'all now. Like I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. For real, like for me, I'm going to war with my teammates every day in practice and preseason. I'm trying to get ready for this 82-game struggle. and then you just come when you fucking feel like it. I'm pissed.
Nah, yeah, that shit wild.
You know what I'm saying? How can I step that back?
Do you give any like do you look at James Harden's side at all and be like, okay, I understand like the organization, like y'all been having kind of some beef, they might have lied to you, told you some shit that wasn't true. Do you see it from that perspective, or is it just like, all right, we out here battling, bro, you should be out here battling with us?
Yeah, that's the money side, that's the business side. Let your agents and let everybody else take care of that. You know what I'm saying? You hear the hoop, they paying you $35 million still today.
For sure.
So you know what I'm saying? You still getting paid today. So work off what you getting paid today, and then y'all worry about that on the flip side another day. You can't be in your feelings if you know they contract. You getting paid to do a job this year. So whatever happened beyond this year, that's between upstairs management and you and your agent and all that. But you getting paid money to come out here with your teammates and go to war and fight for them for one more year, and that's your obligation to the team. And so. You know, I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's just it's a little weird because Morey and Harden, they got like a weird little relationship that goes real.
Right.
I don't know what they got going. It low key feel like a marriage, like they trying to, you know what I'm saying, they going through their little divorce or whatever the fuck going on. But yeah, I just wanted to get your take on that. So what you think about the West?
Yeah,
coming out the West right now.
Man, the West gonna be tough. Like, really watching. I'm really keeping an eye on we already know Denver looks spectacular in opening night. You know, they pretty much Joker is Joker. He might win MVP again. And if he playing at that level still, and the thing about winning a championship, dude, look, even though I won one chip, that next year we came out, dog, we felt like could nobody beat us. I mean, I think we started off the season I think we was like 28-2 or some shit.
Yeah, y'all went crazy that following right after the chip.
Before KG got hurt, we was running teams because we was like, oh shit, all right, we know what we doing. Our swag is through the roof. We didn't already. I mean, it's just a certain feeling you get when you come out that next year, when you bring the whole squad back, you like, oh yeah, we about to whoop everybody's ass. And I see that with the Denver Nuggets. Joker ain't letting his foot off the gas. After he did them game one, I was like, damn. And then KCP, Murray, Aaron Gordon, them cats, man, they feel it, and they got a young core. So, but I really like what I'm seeing in Phoenix.
Ooh, okay.
And hopefully they can get Bill back healthy. He's been dealing with some back issues. The only thing is I'm not sold on the Lakers because I don't have no confidence in Anthony Davis bringing it every night.
That was gonna be my question to you. What you thinking about AD? Because AD's been a roller coaster the last 2-3 years for sure.
Yeah, man. It's just I can't trust him because I know he got the talent, just like we saw the night versus Phoenix. He'd go for 30 and 15, but the night before he'd go for 17 points in the first half, 0 in the second half. So I'm like, damn, where is this? You could be doing this every night with your ability. And it's hard to really trust that in a 7-game series that he can bring it every night and carry his team for 2 months, because that's how long the playoffs got to go through April, May to June. And I can't see him sustaining nothing that long. And so after that, when I look at the West, those is my top tier when you talk about Denver, Phoenix, Lakers, and then somewhere in that mix you got to have when healthy. I'm telling you, New Orleans, bro.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Clippers.
What about the Warriors? Man, we not talking about Steph?
Y'all better stop sleep. Did y'all see Zion?
Hey, Zion was punching shit. He was punching shit.
I've been saying for a minute. Zion is fucking unstoppable. He's fucking unstoppable, bro.
Unstoppable. He is fucking unstoppable. Bro, people don't realize when Zion was healthy last year, at one point, New Orleans was the number one seed.
They was the 1 seed.
For like a week. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he got hurt and it was Curtis.
Yeah, then it was Curtis. But with Zion, so don't sleep on them because they got energy down there in New Orleans. If he stay healthy, they're going to be a problem.
Nah, for sure.
And then, go ahead.
I was going to say, on that Pelicans team, too, I really want to see like the next step up for BI. Like, Brandon Ingram, he come in. If he can average 24, 25 a night, Zion come and play how he playing. Like you said, I think the Pelicans can make some noise.
Yeah. I mean, I seen BI do it. I mean, BI, didn't he make the All-Star team a couple years ago?
Yep.
Yeah, he made the. So if he can maintain that consistency, and we already know what Zion bring when he healthy, because they got a young core. I like the addition of C.J. McCollum. He like that veteran old head who can kind of keep them poised.
So
They're gonna be.
are you taking that young core over the Thunder's young core? Which one of those young cores you like? Because the Thunder got some boys too.
That's a tough one.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shay is tough.
Damn.
Shay really like that.
Shay really like that, bro.
Oh
damn.
yeah. And I picked him. That was my when we did our preseason picks. I picked Shay to win MVP this year.
That's a good chance, though. That's not a bad pick, bro. Damn, he said New Orleans core or OKC. Hell no. Damn. I don't know, dog. I guess I gotta go. Oh, damn.
That's a tough one for sure.
That is a tough one because Zion and then Shea, and then you got the big fella over OKC, the 7-2.
You got Chet, Giddy,
Jalen
Lou Dort. Lou Dort be D'ing niggas up, and then I like that Giddy.
Yeah, ooh. Josh Giddy.
Man, and then they got Jalen. Oh, yeah, I think I like OKC core.
Okay.
I think OKC core, they got some over there. I like the way they play.
Yeah. Last thing I gotta ask you about the West real quick. What you we've been, you know what I'm saying, seeing Victor Wembanyama, all the hype. What you think about Vic, man?
Man, he gonna be cold, bro. He doing shit that we ain't seen. When I seen him guard whoever he was guarding at the wing, and then leaped over and blocked Kyrie Irving's shot from like 10 feet away.
And I'll never see Kyrie's shot get blocked by anybody.
Man, he could guard. And then you saw earlier in the game when he was guarding Kyrie, and Kyrie just tried to do the little step away. Yep. And he challenged. He can't even see the rim on dude. No, I'm like, dude can really go out there and guard all 5 positions. And I said this the other day on Undisputed, dude could possibly be the defensive player of the year this year. Just the way he impact that side of the ball. Like, say like he had 1 block, right? But they ain't even talking about how many shots he altered or how many shots he discouraged. Niggas going up to the rim and, he right there. Let me pass that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, man, that's the influence. And I'm like, damn, he's switching out on Kyrie. He out here guarding Kyrie. Then he switching over here guarding the center, then the wingman. The other day when he was guarding Wiggins at the wing, Wiggins couldn't get the 3 off. Then he drove to the middle, eat his shit up. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then, bro, I swear shit was different when he did that one last game when he did the pull up 3 off the dribble.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I was like 7-5 pull up 3 ball like that.
That's the thing about Wembanyama. I think that like people didn't know yet coming. Like everybody had to wait and see. He moved so much more fluid than people thought he was gonna move. Yeah. Like the rock with everything. Like he just moved so much better than you anticipated. So the sky's the limit for his game, bro. Like you said, he could really do so much shit on the court. The fact that he could dribble, he could block shots, he could fucking leak out, he could throw it up, he could just post up and get a quick dunk. Like he could do so much shit. And then they got fucking Popovich working with him, Tim Duncan. Like they got the whole organization all in on this kid. So he gonna be great, bro. He gonna really be great.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all gonna be on his mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he got that will, like to want to be great, he got all the tools. Because, like we said, we look at Anthony Davis. It looked like he don't having that will. If he wanted to every night, he could be dominating the league, right?
Facts.
Yeah. So it's about your will and your heart and where you want to go with this shit. At the end of the day, the talent is definitely there. But if I need to get around and see what he's doing in his offseason, I need to see how he getting ready. You know, I need to see, because we know how Mamba was doing it. We know how Jordan do it. We already know LeBron get up and spend $1 million on his body to get ready. You know, they mindset, it's different type of mindsets with this talent. You know, and if he ain't got that, then I don't know if he can get there to the top. But if he got that, and I'm hearing, oh yeah, that motherfucker, he get up 2:30 in the morning, lift weights, then he do his run, then he get his shots up, then he take a nap, then he go back and do the same thing again, then he watch the tape. If I'm hearing all this,
yeah,
he got it.
Nah, for sure.
So I want to ask you something about the Celtics, really about Jayson Tatum. Because Jayson Tatum, he's been in the league, it seemed like forever, but he's really only 25 years old. I feel like people don't, they don't realize that. Like, he's still really young, but he's been in the league. He's like a vet now in the league. When do you think that Tatum is going to take that step to be an MVP in the league?
I think right now he's starting to enter his prime. Think about what this kid has done. I know they won a championship, and I know they was close last year, but I mean, dude went for 55 in the All-Star game. Game 7 versus Philly, broke records. And I'm like, man, right now we are I think we're in the Jayson Tatum era right now. It's just getting started. You know, I do believe he is the best wingman in the game right now. I think he's surpassed KD at this point. You know, I think it happened like maybe last year or the year before. You know, I think he's past KD.
Damn.
You know,
damn.
I mean, people don't know Jayson Tatum is 6'10". He like 6'9". They about the same height, man. And he can do everything KD can do. He's younger. I think he got more of a bag than KD as far as ball handling and all that.
I'll give you that for sure.
I just want to see Jayson Tatum be more aggressive going to the basket this year. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see that. I think we saw that in game 1 versus the Knicks. I saw it a lot of preseason. He's got his body a lot stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was able to work out with him a lot in the weight room this year. And that's been a knock on him. But you can't deny his talent. I mean, he got pretty much everything you can want in an offensive package. You know, he has the desire to win. He can play both ends of the court, and I think this is going to be a great chance. If the Celtics end up with like the best record this year, we already know the numbers is going to be there. He could possibly win MVP this year.
Okay.
I like that. I really do think Tatum is on the verge of taking that next step. And I think, I mean, honestly, for Tatum, like the next step is MVP championship. Like he's on that verge. Like he's been there. He's been in the Eastern Conference Finals, been to the finals. I think one of the key things for the Celtics is going to be who's going to be that number 2 for him consistently. Like it's Jaylen Brown for sure, but sometimes Jaylen Brown don't always show up. And in key moments, key games, you need that number 2 that you can rely on. And I just, I hope that Jaylen Brown can, step up in those big moments. But you got Chris Stapps, you got Drew Holiday, you got other people that can be that number 2 at any given time. So I think the Celtics got enough to get a championship. So there's no excuses this year.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't no pressure on Jaylen now. He signed a good contract, a really good contract. And so
a fucking amazing contract.
300 beans, boy. What do you mean?
He said a good contract, nigga, the best.
Yeah, he signed a good contract.
He got the best contract, nigga.
Yeah, right.
Shout out JB.
Shout out Jay Brown. Congrats, you deserve it. But look, he ain't got that pressure because, like we saw the other night, Porzingis can be that guy to take that pressure. And then on any given night, Drew, Derek White, before it was like, okay, JB, you got to give us 25. You got to. Now, he got to give us solid defense every night. He got to give us a rebound, and I think that's what he got to improve on in the rebounding category, to where if he ain't getting the ball, you got to give me like 10, 12 rebounds, 15 points, some like 5 assists or something like that when it's not your night. Because that's how it was when me, Ray Allen and KG played. It wasn't my night every night. Yeah, I was our leading scorer, but it'd be nights where it's going to be KG. He got the matchup. He got 25 and 15 tonight. Ray, he going for 30 tonight. He got the matchup. And we understood that, okay, it's his night P. We're going to run a lot of the sets for him. Whoop, and get him going. So I think they got to have an understanding of that. Like, oh, this is the matchup. Well, let's take advantage of it. Then down the stretch, we know who we going to. You know what I'm saying? We know where the ball is going to be. And so they got to realize that. And then when they get an understanding of that, they're going to be unstoppable.
So you mentioned that team that you played on. And you mentioned Ticket, you mentioned Ray. How good is Rajon Rondo? Man,
Rajon Rondo should be a Hall of Famer, bro. He put up video game numbers, bro. He was doing some shit like, I was like, we literally had to take a back seat once Rondo started developing. We was like, hold on, y'all. We got to let young fella go, because it was like, we had the chains on him, and we was like, all right, because you got as a young fella, you got to gain trust of the OGs before you start taking the keys, so he was going, and he was getting to the gym early and working. I was like, then it got to the point where it was like, man, we got to let this boy go. And he just took off. I mean, he was putting up. I remember when, and you probably, I don't know if you remember this, when Jeremy Lin was on his run. I mean, Jeremy Lin was torching the league, dog. I'm telling you,
I definitely remember.
Man, he coming off a 30, and then he giving Kobe this, and then he went Toronto game winner, and we like, oh shit, he coming now. He on the middle, he in the middle of it here. Y'all gotta go back.
Lock his shit, nigga. Rondo locked the fuck out that.
I think Rondo numbers was like, I think he had like 15 points, 20 assists, and like 15 rebounds. I think it was a crazy number. It was like video games. Go back and look at that.
I remember that.
It was something crazy. I said, damn, Rondo, because before the game, I was like, damn, he own one, Rondo. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Tear his ass up. And it was the National League game. I was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. And he went out there and destroyed Larry Jeremy, dog. That was the end of his run. It was like, dog, ain't none of that. Rondo was like, and we had some true dogs in our locker room. I'm telling you, we had pretty much all.
Y'all had too many dogs. Tony Allen.
Too many.
Yeah, y'all had way too many dogs on one team.
Eddie House, Leon Poe.
We had a whole kennel in there.
Right. So I got that leads to one of my questions that I have for you. So obviously, most people are going to assume that KG was probably your wildest teammate. But outside of KG, who was your wildest teammate?
What you mean? Off the court? What you mean?
Let's start with on the court. On the court, who was the wildest teammate?
I mean, hell yeah, KG. You know, KG was nuts, man. You know that.
Outside of KG, though.
Outside of KG, I'm gonna have to say probably Tony Allen. Tony Allen, too, man. He crazy too. He a real dog, for real. That was my dog, because I'll be like, man, Tony, you guard. You know, give me a break. You know, you guard LeBron for a little bit. You guard Kobe for a little. I need a little rest so I can, you know, get my offense off right now. Because when you have to guard these top tier cats, it take a lot out of you.
I can imagine.
And so, yeah, Tony is definitely a big baby up there too.
I'm about to say Big Baby David.
That'd be crazy. Man, him and Perk and Leon, they used to almost be ready to fight every day, man. I'll be like having to break them up. We had some crazy cats on our team.
Leon Pope, man, y'all had some,
man. Argument. Hey, we shoot, man. We had fun though. That team was fun. We shoot dice on the bus, play cards. We have our speaker. We was like a real AAU team. I'm telling you.
Can you give us the crazy stories from them Big Three Celtics?
Man, you know what? It don't even seem crazy though. Like, you know, we was us. It was just our personalities, man. I remember we was in. I don't know how it ended up, but we was in Toronto at Roof Chris. All of us in the back room had the private room. And it ended up from having dinner and talking and to a whole dice game in the back of Roof Chris. We had a whole
y'all was on some nigga shit in there.
We had a whole dice game. I mean, y'all talking about it was crazy. We had a dice game in the back of Roof Chris.
That's funny.
And so if you ever see like my introduction at that time, you know, I'll be the last one called at the end. So when I come off, I'll come out, I'll shoot the dice.
I remember that.
So that's what.
Hey, I can only imagine them people, them workers at Roof Chris. They're probably in the back, like, which one of us is gonna go tell them niggas back there that they can't be doing this shit right here?
Right.
They're like, fucking man, just let them go.
Close the door. Like,
hey, that's funny.
Good days though. We had some good times, man. I'm telling you. But the thing, we used to always kick it. You know, you got teams today, these cats don't even mess with each other. They don't, you know, we used to go out together, dinner. I'm talking about like all 15 of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all going to the club, we all going to the dinner, wherever we doing, we was all doing it. You know, we wasn't leaving nobody behind. And so that's what made our team so fun, man. We enjoyed it.
That makes sense though, because I mean, you see all these teams now when they get a couple superstars on the same team, it takes a year or two for them to figure it out. Y'all came in first year.
Yeah.
Boom, ready, hitting the floor running. Like there was no let up, no drop off. Y'all went to chip that first year, right?
Yeah, the first year.
Was the chemistry like instant, like KG, Ray Allen, all those dudes came in and y'all instantly clicked, or did it take a minute to like for y'all to like, you know what I'm saying, get each other?
No, I think it was instant. You know what the key was though? Like after the trade and everything, we was all on the phone every day talking, like calling. I'm gonna call KG. All right, Ticket. Let me let's chime Ray in. All right, let's get to Boston early and start pickup games. Like usually teams that get to they train the facility, start pickup games, right? And they mix up the teams. So what I did was, I remember the first day, it was like early September, we all in the gym, and I was like, all right, this the teams. Usually we pick captains. I didn't let nobody else pick. I was like, all right, this the squad, y'all. It's gonna be me, KG, Ray, Rondo. Like
everybody probably looking over like, what the fuck?
Like, you know what? You know, this is supposed to be the pick. I said, no, this is going to be the lineup, so we got to get it going now. We started in the pickup games just playing with that lineup. But it made us better because now the second team was like, all right, you know, man, all right, that's what y'all going to be on. So it pissed them off. And so that's why our second team was so good because we had Eddie House, Posey, man, TA, Tony Allen. I'm like, man. But that's what made us so good out jumping running because we started early, developing our chemistry early in the pickup runs.
So I got a question. Would you say it was more difficult those years before you got KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen when all the responsibility was on you? You know what I'm saying? You took your team to the conference finals one year, but you know what I'm saying? It was all on you and all the pressure, fell on your shoulders. Everybody's, looking at you. And, you might win a championship, you might not. But then as soon as you guys get get Ray Allen, Rondo, KG, all these people, everybody's saying, oh, you should win a championship. So was that pressure more, you know what I'm saying, when people saying y'all should win a championship or before when everything is on your shoulders?
You know what? I mean, that's a good question. I think it's always more pressure when you got the expectations, like as a whole team, because at that year preseason, we on the cover of sports. We on the cover of every magazine. Media attention. You went from having like just a few cameras on you. Now you go to practice and you seeing all these lights and all these cameras. And so it's always pressure when you got that expectation. And that's why I commend guys like Bron and Wembanyama because they came in with the expectations. I mean, when you got expectations, there's nothing more pressure than that. You're expected to be something. And if you're not that, then they're going to tear you down.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? So
it's not like you can come close and we're going to be accepting of that. It's like, nah, you got to get to this level or nothing. It's this or bust.
Nothing.
It's social media, bro. You know what I'm saying? With social media,
it's way different now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like this kid Wemby, man, it's hard to live up to the hype when you got that much hype, bro. So, I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on him. I hope he don't succumb to the pressure, because we haven't seen nothing like this. But it's always when you got them type of expectations, it's a load on your shoulders because I done seen a lot of guys come in with certain expectations and think about it, like Porzingis had a certain expectation when he came in. Remember,
nice.
he was a unicorn.
He was supposed to be the next one for sure.
He was the unicorn. Remember, he was the unicorn because everybody's like, God damn.
He was the first player they was calling a unicorn. Now they see all these dudes coming in their unicorns, but he was the first.
Yeah, he was the first, and so. I'm not sure if he really lived up to those expectations, but think about it. He still has had a great career.
Yeah.
He's averaged 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks for his career. It's just people expecting him to be like all-star every year. Do this and that, change the game. But goddamn, this dude averaging a dub for his career.
Nah, you're right.
And so,
truth. I gotta ask you this one thing real quick, bro.
But
where did this story start that you had to take a shit in that basketball game?
Man, I really don't know. I'm still trying to I think you know what it went out of control. I heard the rumor. And then I was working the finals. And it was they asked me on the finals on the national broadcast and I was like I had to go to the bathroom. And I just played into it. And so I guess that took it to another level, but if I really had to go to the bathroom, why would I
fake that,
grab all this and then jump in the wheelchair just to go to the bathroom?
You feel you know what I'm saying? The bathroom, you'd have just got up out of there, came back, you know what I'm saying, kept playing.
Right. Come on.
That's what
we live in this era.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell people, man, my man Truth, he ain't going like that.
It's just funny because I'm like, bro, how does that even start? Who's the first person to think yeah, I'm gonna say he had the shit? That's crazy.
Yeah, come on, man. I ain't never had this shit during the game. That's crazy. I don't have to go out that way. And then, I didn't even ask for the whole wheelchair thing. The doctor was like, wait, grab the wheelchair. But I did hurt my meniscus. And my shit still hurts to this day. It never healed right, actually. It's still some pain in there.
The meniscus injury is so tricky. It's so tricky.
That's the inside of my knee. I still be having pain in that thing in there right now. Thank God it wasn't an ACL and I never had to deal with no major injuries. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's always going to be a story to tell. I get people coming to me. I remember you in a wheelchair. And I was like, yeah, you remember I came out the locker room after that, right?
Literally a couple minutes later.
Bro. When you get in that wheelchair and come back, if you win the game, it's a great story. Everybody like, yeah, man, Paul Pierce, he did this. He came in the wheelchair. If you lose that game, everybody's going to be like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, this nigga got it wheeled off. He can't. Like, it's just all depending on how the game in, bro. But y'all won the game, so it's a great story.
No, but the way we won, when I came back in, I hit the 2 threes.
Yep, the back to
yep. Going crazy.
And so it's going to be, it's been 15 years since that, and we still talk about it. So, I'm cool with it. I was able to put some memories in a lot of, joyous NBA fans. That's something they never going to forget. And they, at the end of the day, they do remember that we did win it that year and against, one of the GOATs in Kobe Bryant.
Oh, long live Mamba. Hey, for real. That was great though. That was great. So in this NBA today, rule changes, defenses can't touch you as much. How many points are you averaging in today's NBA?
Damn. I think my average will bump up at least. I'm good for about 4 or 5 more points in this era because I'm going to be shooting. I'll probably at my best, I average 26, 27. I could get you 30 in this era because for one, I'm shooting more threes.
Yeah.
And I'm a good shooter. So I'm going to go from shooting 4 or 5 threes to probably like 8 to 9 to 10 threes a night.
Yeah. Damn.
I got the free throw line a lot. So I was averaging like 8, 9, 10 free throws. I probably would have got a couple more free throws. Let's say 12 because I was aggressive going to the bucket. Mm-hmm. So I think I could have easily put together 30. Easily.
Okay. 30. I was thinking 32, 33. So 30, hey, you being generous. I think you being generous.
Yeah. I think I'd be an easy 30, easy 30. The way I drove the ball, the way I could shoot mid, the way I get to the rack, the way I can shoot the 3. Yeah, I can get 30 in this era easily.
Okay. I can see it. I can definitely see that.
So true.
Man, think about all the cats in my era. Think about Vince Carter. Oh my God, he would have been killing this era. Vince, T-Mac.
I was gonna say T-Mac.
AI would have averaged about 43.
AI would be crazy.
You couldn't stop AI, bro.
Yeah, AI would be going crazy in this era.
He would have averaged about 43. T-Mac would have averaged about 40. Yeah, that was the good days of the top perimeter players in my era. It was like every night I couldn't like sleep. It was like somebody every night I had to guard.
You got Gilbert Arenas at the time, was the Hibachi.
Yeah. You got Gilbert in the East. Hell yeah, he was crazy too. He was unguardable. I ain't gonna lie, I had to guard him a few times. He was tough. People underrate him. Him and Baron Davis. Like if they didn't have to deal with their injuries, boy.
Hey, B Diddy was a dog. B Diddy was a dog.
They would have been for sure Hall of Famers. If they didn't have to have the injuries they had, they would have been Hall of Famers, no doubt. B Diddy would have been one of the great point guards to ever play. I'm telling you, Baron had everything. I grew up with BD. Me and him been knowing each other since like 6th, 7th grade.
Oh yeah, he from Inglewood too, right?
He from LA area. We played at the Inglewood Y. We played AU since like junior high.
That's crazy.
So man, he would have been. BD was crazy. Tell me, I'm gonna get y'all BD on here, man, for sure. Y'all gotta holler at my.
Oh yeah, for sure. We huge BD fans. We huge BD fans over here.
So something. Y'all do a tape on him?
Yeah, that tape went stupid. That tape went stupid viral.
A couple of them.
Crazy.
BD was tough, bro. You said what?
People don't know. They didn't know BD, man. BD could have been he could have been better than all of them. J Kidd, he was potentially better than all of them.
Facts. No, BD was tough, bro. He was tough. And he had bounce. Like he had crazy bounce. It didn't make no sense how much bounce that nigga had, bro. I don't get it.
Right? So big on that bounce.
That nigga was crazy. Bro. So I seen somewhere it said that when you was in high school, you didn't make you got cut from your varsity team your first 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't really play too much my first 2 years. I didn't really get good until like my junior years was my jump. I didn't come in as one of them heralded players. I was like 9th grade. I played junior varsity. Then second year I got up to the only reason I got cut. Then I went back up is because some players went missing or didn't show up one tournament, and then I started getting some minutes. On the varsity, like the second
half. He said some players went missing. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And you gotta
not like that. I know he was in the hood, but not missing like that.
I'm like, nigga, yeah, you in LA, bro. You gotta be specific. Nigga. You gotta be specific.
Right.
I'm like,
right.
I'm like, damn, it was crazy out there.
I didn't want to say nothing. I
Nah.
was like, shit.
I'm like, damn, we got
Not
lit.
like that.
No.
Not like that. They just didn't show up for like a good 2 weeks, and then that's where I got my open shine my sophomore in the middle of my sophomore year, and so then I just took off from there. I started getting more minutes. I was about 6'4", but my jump was my junior year because junior year I grew up a couple more inches, and then that's when I just started dunking. I was dunking on everybody then.
I see some
And
high
that's when
school
college
highlights
scouts
of
started.
you.
Yeah, I was like junior year. That's when I took off, and then I started when like my junior year, I won like Southern California Player of the Year over a lot of the seniors. That was my jump right there. Made it to McDonald's, obviously. And, the rest is pretty much history. Went on to Kansas. People always ask me, why did I go to Kansas? But I'm like, I had to get out the hood. It wasn't cool back then. I think if I would have stayed home, I wouldn't, or went to UCLA or went to USC. I think it would have been too many distractions for me. And so that's the reason I went to Kansas.
You went to Kansas and you immediately started hooping. Like you be on a team, and as we all know, these blue blood programs, they have their systems in place. A player doesn't really outshine the whole team. You went into Kansas and kind of pioneered that, like, these blue bloods have these isolated talents that can come in and do everything.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's tough when you have these type of talents and you kind of play the system, but it was just like I tried to break the system.
Yeah.
Like, no, you got to let me go. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Roy Williams for just allowing me to be me. And a lot of cats, they get to the next level and it's just they become regular. That stand in high school. And so, it's definitely a journey, man. And on to Boston after that. I didn't even think I'd get picked. I didn't know what was up with the draft, truthfully, because
don't hey, Troop, don't do that.
I didn't know I was gonna get drafted, nigga. You went top 10.
I said I didn't know what was up with the draft because I was projected to go like top 5. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like I was first team All-American. I was supposed to go number 2. So that's why when I said I didn't know what was up with the draft. When I started slipping, I was like, what's going on? I didn't, because I didn't even work out for Boston. I just worked out for I worked out for Clippers was number 1 pick, Vancouver at the time, which is Memphis Grizzlies. It was Denver, Toronto, and Golden State. I just worked out for those 5 teams. And then after that, I didn't get picked. I slipped into the Celtics hand. And, growing up in Inglewood, I was like,
you hated the Celtics, right?
Celtics, man. Like, what? What's this shit? Oh, man, come on. So that everything worked for a reason, though. I feel like I got a story to tell. Hopefully, I'm gonna come out with my documentary, man, to just kind of chronicle all of this. A kid out of LA, grew up, went to Boston.
And it's crazy because you were in Inglewood, probably at the time top 5 crime capital in the country, right? And then you go down to Kansas and then back up to Boston. That's just all them places is so different from one another.
Yeah, for sure. And then, to win a championship against the Lakers, as a kid, I dreamed of being a Laker. And so, I think I got an interesting story to tell, everybody.
That shit sound like a movie.
It do. It do.
It sound like a movie. So who would you say, who would you say in your opinion is the GOAT? You know what I'm saying? If people talk about the greatest of all time, who you got?
I mean, for me, it's always going to be Jordan. Jordan just, I don't understand the argument, and I know LeBron has done some very, very great things, man. I mean, all-time scorer, he's a winner. But, like, when I look at Jordan, and it's not about the accolades. It was just like, it went from how he won, just the style in which he won. I mean, Jordan was just sweet, wasn't he? He was just tongue out. I mean, it just looked nice. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? It just looked.
For sure. I think with Jordan too, a lot of people, because I'm a huge Bron fan, but over the last couple of years, I've okay, so I say about 2 years ago, I was like Bron's the GOAT. That's it. But over the last couple of years, I'm starting to realize more like Jordan went in 10 was on 10 all defensive teams. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
He won defensive player of the year.
So it's like when I look at stuff like that, there's two sides to the ball. And I feel like everybody always looking at one side of the ball, don't really look at the other side of the ball. Other thing about Jordan too is culturally, along with basketball, he had like AI was a culture, was a trendsetter for sure. But as far as like AI, we don't get an AI without Jordan. Like Michael Jordan is the one that really set the tone, set the trend, set the culture, all that. So Jordan, that's a tough one, but Jordan the GOAT. Jordan the GOAT.
I mean, he's the best two-way player ever. Would you argue that?
For sure. I agree. I can't argue that.
I mean, he 10 times all defensive player of the year. We already know he's the GOAT offensive player, just like offensive, like career average 30.
Yeah. He got like 7 or 8 scoring titles too.
And then, the other thing they don't talk about, Jordan didn't miss no games. He didn't miss.
His final 2 years with the Wizards, he played 82.
That's what I'm saying. He played at least 9 seasons. He played like 9 seasons, 82 games, which is unheard of today. Nobody's doing that ever again. And so but Bron, this is not to take away what Bron has been able to accomplish. I had a chance to play against Bron a lot of years. And to me, I will say this about Bron. I think LeBron has the greatest influence on winning than anybody in NBA history. Meaning, like, if you put Bron on your team from day one, you're a contender. You know what I'm saying? Jordan had to grow into that. Bron has always been that. I will say that when he took that Cleveland team to the finals, he took so many teams to the finals. It's just like, damn.
But taking Zadruna Ilgauskas and Danielle Marshall to the finals is that's a task within itself, right there.
Mo Williams, yeah.
Even that 2018 team he took to the finals, like they didn't have nobody great on that team either.
Yeah, but then
Kyrie was on the verge. Kyrie was on the verge on that team.
Kyrie wasn't on that team. That was
they should have.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He went with Wade. I think they should have won 3 out of 4.
Yeah, they should have. That first year against the Dallas Mavericks, that was bad. I don't know what that was. We don't speak on that.
So maybe we'd be talking different if he had won that series, about the discussion. But like, it's a couple series you're like, man, just if it was that one, it would have put him over the hump, But there's no denying his greatness, so we might as well enjoy it while it lasts.
That's the thing, bro. LeBron ain't gonna be here too much longer, bro. He's still hooping. Yeah. He's probably still going crazy, but we only got a couple more years.
Yeah, so we have to. Who else is gonna be that next guy after him?
That's the biggest question.
It's been an honor just to play against him and watch him do the things he do. People always say, Paul, you hate LeBron and all this. No, I don't. I respect LeBron because LeBron made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I can't deny that. If I didn't have Bron, I wouldn't be me. For me to even go up against him and have them battles for people to even talk about, I respect that.
Nah, for sure. And those were battles too. The battles you and Bron had, man. Yeah, because
for sure.
It was arguable who was the best small forward in the East at that time.
Yeah, he always been like his 4th year. He got to understand he won MVP, and I was just like, God damn, this young boy he like that.
Yeah.
And like me having to guard him for a 7-game series was a lot of sleepless nights. Like, this dude is young, strong, athletic. His IQ is through the charts. He gonna put pressure on you every time down the pick and roll, and it's just like, damn. Like, it was a lot of sleepless nights. Just like, damn, And so,
nah, for sure.
Rose to the challenge. I know that I brought his level to another level.
100%.
When he had that one game, I don't know if y'all remember that one game he had in Boston where he went nuclear on us.
Yeah, he went crazy. He went crazy. But he had 40.
For the Heat.
Yeah, for the Heat.
Yeah. Game 6.
Yeah, I think that was the turning point in his career. That was pretty much the turning point in his career. He got over the hump of like, all right, you know what? I think us Celtics, we pushed them to the limit. over the years, and this was a critical game because we was up 3-2. We win this game, we go back to the finals.
Game 5, y'all really went crazy. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this series is over. Like, there's no way that the Miami Heat can win 2 back-to-back games." And then that nigga went crazy. That nigga went stupid.
I think that was the turning point right there because that's when he won. He won MVP that year, and I think that like got him over the hump of guys saying he not clutch or he don't have the killer instinct. But that was at that point. From that point on, that's when Bron, I think the real Bron, was born.
That's real. That's right. That actually does put a timestamp on when that switch did happen. So now, I agree. I agree with that 100%.
Who would you say is the most skilled player of all time?
Oh, wow, that's a good question, man. Kobe is definitely up there, but Tracy McGrady is too.
Ooh, T-Mac. Wow, we haven't gotten that one. T-Mac?
Yeah, T-Mac is like, as we talking about skills, right? Just pure skills.
Yep, pure skill.
Like, he could do everything Kobe can do, man, but at like 6'9", like, damn.
And T-Mac could really shoot the ball. Like, Kobe could shoot, but T-Mac really had a burner.
So if I say top 5 most skills, I'm going to say Jordan, Kobe, T-Mac, Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
And damn, let's see. Wembanyama.
Oh, I like that. Hey, I like that. Hey, that's crazy.
I never seen it. I don't care if he ain't accomplished nothing. We talking about just pure skill level.
Yeah.
We ain't seen that at the 7 feet. This dude shot the jumper, missed the jumper, then tip dunked it. Y'all remember that? Like, man,
hey, he called for the live at the 3-point line in the preseason.
Point line. He out here 7'4" nutmegging cats. I'm like, come on. What's all that?
What's your Celtics? If you had a starting 5 for the Celtics, only Celtics players, who you got?
Only players. I'm gonna go Bird, Russell, KG, Bob Cousy, and Tatum.
No truth.
No truth?
Just if you'd exclude me, of course I'll put me in it. But like
I'm about to say, hey, Tatum nice and all, but come on, like, come on now.
Okay, so if you put yourself on there, who you taking off?
If I put myself, all right, let me see. Me, Bird, Russell, KG. Then I'm taking Tatum off. Yeah, he still got a way to go though. He got a ways to go.
Yeah. He get him a chip. Welcome back to the table.
No disrespect to Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy ain't fucking with Jayson Tatum, but we gonna.
Hey, Bob Cousy ain't fucking with Rajon Rondo.
All right, let's. I will say this: y'all got to do your history on Bob Cousy. Look Bob Cousy up. I mean, I know the skill what the same skills, but what he accomplished then, and what he did, he was Magic before Magic.
Right.
Like nobody was doing the shit he was doing. Like I'm a real historian, and I look him up. I look at highlights. I look at his accolades. Bob Cousy was one of them ones, dog. He was influential. He was one of the more influential players of the game. But like his passing, you wouldn't have no Magic Johnson and all this Pete Maravich without Cousy.
Oh yeah. I agree. You don't get the Pistol Pete's. You don't get the Tiny Archibald. You don't get a lot of people without Cousy.
Yeah.
So nah.
I'll give you that, but it's just hard for me to give the same credit to Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, and all those dudes because it just wasn't the same talent. It wasn't that many teams. It was like 6, 7, 8 teams in the league. Like it's just tough, bro.
Yeah, it's just but they pioneers, and what you can do about that. You always got to show some respect to the pioneers.
Facts.
Same equipment we had. They ain't had the same nutrition. You know what I'm saying? They had what they had. Playing in Chuck Taylors, my boy. Like
that's offending. That's offending.
Hey, so my last thing, bro. What can you give us a good KG story? Just like some funny KG shit that happened over the time that you was with KG. Even today, y'all be kicking it today. So just any funny KG stories.
Any funny man? We got so much shit. Damn.
While you think about that shit when y'all was watching the finals game. Was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Man, I was lit.
Hey, Paul said, who threw that lighter at me?
Yeah, that shit was good and funny. That nigga said, "Oh, we live."
Let me see. Then he tell me stop going live, P. Stop. Damn. Any funny KG stories?
Or just anything that happened in a game, just some shit.
Yeah, what's the wildest thing you heard him say on the floor to somebody?
Oh man, so we playing. I told this before. So we playing Dallas Mavericks, right? And KG got Dirk Nowitzki. So Dirk Nowitzki's on one right now, and KG's guarding him. I mean, he's killing KG, and I'm like, damn. You know, I'm looking like, God damn, KG, come on, man. So I guess I'm on the wing in the corner. I'm on the corner, and KG guarding him at the elbow. Something happened, and KG fouled him. And then he got in Dirk's face. And he was like, you heard that? I said, I heard what? He said, he called me a nigga. I said, Ticket, I was right there. He didn't call you no nigga. He said, yes, he did. He said it in German. I know it. I said, come on, man. he said it in German. I was like, you don't know.
Yo. KG, wow.
That's shit. Nigga said, he said it in German. Like, nigga, how do you know? Like, what the fuck? Right. You don't know German?
Oh, I was like, I know he did, KG. I was standing right there. He said, yes, he did. He said it in German.
The funny thing is, too, Dirk White black, so it's not like he even on that type of time.
Right. You know, KG always tried to get stuff to motivate himself, though, up. He needed some fuel. He tried to fuel himself, so. But that's my guy. That's my guy, man. Y'all check us out. Check out our shit. We come out every Friday, our new episodes and shit, so check us out, man, on YouTube.
Sure. Nah, for sure. Hey, we definitely, we tap in every week. We tap into y'all all the time. We send clips back and forth for y'all. So we huge fans, and everybody on the SSN network, the channel, y'all go tap in with Paul and KG. Paul on Undisputed now too. So
yeah.
Hey, hey JL, you wasn't on yet. Me and Truth was talking for a second about him being on Undisputed, and I was just like, man, Skip, that was the best thing he could have done for the show. Because this whole week I've been tapped into Paul segment on this.
What is it like? What is it like working with Skip? Like, I feel like everybody in the world always wonders, like, what is Skip really like? Like, is he really like how he is on TV, off camera, like all that type of shit? So, like, what is he really like?
I think he cool, man. I mean, you know, he passionate about what he do. You know what I'm saying? He been in the sports world long before, you know, doing the TV stuff. You know, he did. He's been in the game for so long before the TV. Like I said, he's just passionate about what he do, and you can see it on television, and that's why, you know, people watch him. And so, but down to earth, you know, real straightforward, no filter, you know, authentic. Yeah, and you gotta love it because, you know, people like that you can respect. You know, who got strong.
I appreciate that. I don't want no bullshit. Just come to me right with the shits. So nah.
Yeah, he don't give you that camera right answer. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of the same in a lot of ways, because I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear all the time. And you know, and I like that. I like that. Real honest. And so, you know, I had a chance to work with him. So hopefully, you know, you be seeing more of me on the network.
Yeah, hey, FS1, if y'all smart, keep my mans on, because, hey, we locked in.
I haven't signed the deal yet, so that was just like a little trial run, and so we'll see where it go.
For sure.
No, but yeah, we get ready, fellas. I'm about to go get ready, get some food, so I can watch the Celtics game tonight.
Hey, I'm a Knicks fan, but, hey, go C's, man. Go C's, I guess.
Hey,
man.
you know, we really appreciate this, man.
Hey, listen, I like what y'all doing at the SSN network, man. You know, I support y'all. I'm following y'all. And, you know, if y'all ever need something from me, reach out. It's all love, man.
That's love.
And, you know, that's what's up. But keep doing what y'all doing, man, for sure.
Too many chains, I hope I don't choke. Too many plugs, I order the load. Too many